Good afternoon, Maricar.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I am Maricar Amor. I'm 29 years old. I am single with 3 kids.
I have few questions for you to answer, Maricar. Then let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to earn my money to help my family here in the Philippines, ma'am.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
I heard that Malaysian people are good.
How are you qualified for this job as a maid?
I am qualified because I work here as a maid here in the Philippines.
Okay, may I know what was your educational level is?
I graduated high school, ma'am.
What was your latest working experience?
I have no latest work, ma'am. For now, I am only a plain housewife.
Okay, have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of babies?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose babies did you take care before?
Mine, ma'am. My babies,
Your
my
own
kids.
kids, okay. How about
Yes,
assisting elderly? Do you have experience?
yes, ma'am.
Whose elderly was that?
My previous employer, ma'am, here in the Philippines.
Your previous employer. Okay.
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you have any other special skills, Maricar?
I believe cooking, ma'am.
Okay. Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am. I'm willing, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relative stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What sort of food can you cook?
Filipino food, but I'm willing to learn, ma'am.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I have mentioned to you, which do you like most?
Cleaning and cooking.
If ever you will be selected to work here in Malaysia, who will take care of your children?
My mother, ma'am, and my partner.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your working performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am. I agree, ma'am.
Okay, how many years is the contract as you agreed and understands?
2 years, ma'am.
Okay. Can you describe for us your attitude?
I am well disciplined, trustworthy, ma'am, hard working.
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia, Maricar?
I can assure you, ma'am, because I am hardworking person, ma'am.
Can you promise not to use the house telephone without the permission of your employer?
I promise, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am. I promise, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am. I promise, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I promise, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
No, ma'am. No,
Do
ma'am.
you suffer from any skin diseases, allergies, or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation before?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
I am medically fit, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer, Maricar?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we have finished our question section. Let's proceed for case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to respond truthfully.
Yes, ma'am.
Upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months only, if ever one of your family members passed away, what will you do?
I will continue my contract, ma'am, and send money to the Philippines.
If in case right now your employer is watching you, what do you want to tell them? Why employer need to hire you?
Hi, ma'am, sir. I am Maricar Amor, 29 years old. I'm single with 3 kids. I am hardworking and trustworthy. Please miss me, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much, Maricar. We will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employer.
Yes, ma'am.